Hello and welcome to the Pasky Plays channel. I am Pasky, and I'm here to talk about this little leak that happened. You know, I'm gonna kill my phone one day. Just don't care. You will die, phone, one day, and it will be sweet relief. It will be. For me, not for you. Yeah, we're here to talk about this Sonic movie design, and what do I think of it? I mean, it looks better than I thought it would. It still looks bad, but it still looks better than I thought it would. I don't like the fur. I definitely do not like the eye separation, because what was the point in having the white bit in the middle if you're just going to separate the eyes anyways? Was it to make it look more like it did before? But if you were going to do that, you might as well have just gone all out and made it one eye. I don't know. The body still looks too human to me in some ways. I can see you fattened him out a little to try and, try to make it look a little bit more classic to the design. Not classic Sonic, but just to make it look more like it was. Because of the, I guarantee you it was mainly because of the backlash. What else do I think? I don't think. I mean, it still looks good. In the sense of, like, if that was the first Sonic, I don't think anybody would, if that was the first ever design we ever saw for Sonic, I don't think anybody would bat an eyelid. Everyone would give it sort of like, oh my god, look, it looks like a Ratchet and Clank model. I'd expect that, but at the same time, does seem a bit I mean, it's nice in the sense of, like, it still kind of looks like Sonic, but it's not. I'm not saying it's a good design though. It's not a good design. It is just a design, To me, it looks like those crappy, overly, and I'm sorry to anybody who draws in this style, but when somebody takes, like, an anthropomorphic animal and makes them more human-like in the body, that's sort of like, it just doesn't look right, I like to imagine Sonic as basically the Mickey Mouse of Sega, which he basically is. And that if Disney did a live-action Mickey Mouse movie of any kind, I don't think they would change his design that much. I think they would probably go for more of a more textured version of the Kingdom Hearts model, Yeah, it just, I don't know, I'm not feeling the model. It does give off a sort of uncomfortable feeling, and I know that it does because even my nan, my mother, I haven't asked my father yet, because I always like to get their opinions on these sorts of things, because they were the type of my mother was the type of parent to watch, like, Alvin and the Chipmunks and that, so when I'll show her them, and at first you can see, like, that she doesn't like it, but then she'll sort of go, oh well, it's just a movie. But I like to get an outsider's perspective before I jump in on my own opinions, basically. And the fur looks odd, but to be expected, considering it's a live-action movie. I don't know why they, like I said, I don't know why they separated the eyes, if they're going to put that white bit in the middle. It just seems like a pointless move in my eyes, but and the shoes, come on now, everybody's been saying it, they are Sonic shoes out there that Nike have done before. Is it Nike that's doing it? I think so. There is plenty of shoes and stuff that they have done before, and there has been no issue before with like that sort of thing, but they are basically the same shoes without the strap. That's literally those shoes, you know? And they don't look right in my eyes, but at the same time, I understand, you know. To me, when I first played Sonic Adventure 2, I did wonder why we had soap shoes. I mean, over the years, I've come to love the soap shoes, but when I first played it, I didn't like the fact that we had different shoes. The same with Riders, I didn't like the fact we had different shoes there. But, at the same time, I've grown to love them, and, you know, that sort of thing. Now, the one thing that everybody's been saying, gloves. Why? Why did you remove them? Why did you make his fur white? What was the point? It just seems like a pointless thing that you removed for the sake of removing, you know? Why is he wearing human shoes when he has no socks? You know, it's athlete's foot all over again. I'd hate to be around Sonic in a car. Jesus Christ, I've had athlete's foot. I know how bad it smells. But yeah, other than all that, really, I hope this movie has a good script. I hope to God Jim Carrey does, you know, make the role the best role possible for Eggman. I want to see what Eggman looks like, and if Tails and Knuckles are in there, I regrettably want to see what they what they look like. And I'm still a bit nervous about it, but at the same time, it's like, I kind of still want to see it. But otherwise, a lot of the design choices that you've made, and this is me trying to talk directly to the company, a lot of the design choices you made seem to be pointless, you know? It seems to be that sort of thing where you've done it for the sake of doing it, and not done it for any other reason, really. I know you're saying that, oh, well, you know, well, the eye can't be all one. That'd look weird in a live action setting. Every animated character looks weird in a live action setting. Even your character will look weird in a live action setting. I don't give a shit what you say in that sense. That is the truth. But at the same time, I kind of wish you just stuck with the modern design, giving him a bit more quill like you have with this one, and a bit more fur, you know. And that's it. That's all you have to do, really. I mean, the Eddie movie, like, we still get people going, oh, that Sonic looks terrible. But at the same time, it still looks better than this one. You know? That fan movie looks so much better. I don't see why you've done half the things you've done with this design, and it feels like you've pushed your own design onto it just so then you can go, that's my Sonic, you know? Not because you want some sort of realism, really. It's so that then you can go, that's my Sonic. I got that Sonic. That's my movie. That's my movie Sonic. He doesn't look like the other Sonics. You know what I mean? And I get it, mate. But at the same time, you're the producer of the director of Fast and Furious. Have you seen what Fast and Furious has turned into? It's basically turned into a knockoff Bourne Identity cross Marvel movie. You know, it's stupid. So, if you've got a character like Sonic the Hedgehog, why didn't you just go all out with the stupid? You know? I hope to God you've made a good script. I hope to God that Ben Schwartz plays Sonic well, you know, and I hope you haven't just died him down, you know. I hope you let Jim Carrey do his iconic sort of nuts kind of personality that he gives to his characters when he has this sort of role. You know, I hope to God that you have thought about this and don't just see this as a cash grab. You know, I can survive with the Sonic design being bad if it's a good movie. Okay? If it's a good movie, I can survive. And I think all of us could survive if it's a bad design. Because if we really felt that way, you know what will happen. Basically, people on the SFM and communities and stuff will basically just take the audio from your movie and then, you know, change it around so that then it looks like that it's the more iconic Sonic, and then it'll be awesome, you know? I know you don't want the entire movie remade in SFM already, but at the same time, you know, in some ways, we as a community owe some apologies to people who we thought were making bad designs and didn't capture the essence of Sonic after this, you know? And I understand a lot of people are quite on the fence, you know? It's a very 50-50. Some people like it, some people don't, you know? But, you know, I didn't like the Smurfs movies. I didn't like Alvin and the Chipmunks. I didn't like any of those kinds of live-action hybrid movies. You know, I've watched them. I have little sisters who watch them. You know, I've watched them with them. And I think this first Smurfs movie, I think we all went to the cinema to watch it because I remember Smurfs when I was a kid. But by the time I got out of it, I was bored. I told my parents that it was good, but I was bored out of my mind. You know, I thought it was it was just horrible. So, I hope to God you've written a good bloody script, and you're not just gonna, you know, references out of the wazoo to pop culture, shitting on it, basically. You know? I don't want a musical bit where everyone plays guitar. I don't want a bit where everyone ends up dancing. Or I don't want that. You know? No one wants that. You know, yeah, you might be able to say, oh, well, parents will like that. And it's like, no, the parents don't like that. They just sit there and watch the movie while their kid who has no, you know, their young kid who has no idea what a good movie and a bad movie really is, sits there going, oh, you know? That's all it is. So, please make sure this is a good script. Please make sure this is not one of those types of movies. You know, even if the designs are bad, I can cope if it's a good script, if it's played well, and it's not like Yogi Bear. You know? I mean, the Yogi Bear movie was alright to some degree, but very, very minimal, you know? It was like very few bits. I was like, that's alright, you know? So, just, I don't know, try not to make it another Smurfs movie. Try not to make it another Enchanted or some stupid movie like that, you know what I mean? We've moved out of the 2010s and that. We don't need those movies anymore. Alvin and the Chipmunks had 3 fucking movies and that, and you know, I don't know a single person who's seen, oh, what was it? Was it 3 movies or was it 4 movies? Well, if it was, I don't know anybody who's seen the 3rd or the 4th movie, if they are both there. I don't know anybody, not a single person that have seen it and gone, I've enjoyed that. I haven't even seen it because I'm just so tired of it, you know, I'm tired of and even my little sisters who are younger than me, right, and like younger than way younger, like over 10 years younger than me. They even, like, I say to them, I'm like, do you still like those Alvin and the Chipmunks movies and things like that? And do you know what they do? They laugh. They laugh at me and go, no, those movies are crap. You know? It just shows they will, if you do it the way they did it, it will become very dated very quickly. And I do not want that for Sonic. You know, I get it, the CG will look dated no matter what. But at the same time, you know, you've gotta find a good balance. Not just see this as a, oh wow, look, we got a licensed property, quickly, make a movie out of it. Oh my god, look, the movie that we spent millions on but didn't really spend millions in the right places is now shit and everyone hates it. You know what I mean? It's like the Minions movie. I do not know a single person that still watches Minions. You know, the only time we ever do is when we've got a little baby in the family because we just cannot find anything that it will keep its eyes on until we put the Minions on because they're bright yellow. That's literally the only reason that they stay and watch. You know? I do understand the fact that it is Sonic. It's gonna be silly. I'm expecting that. I'm not expecting a serious movie. But at the same time, as long as it's silly in the right ways. You know? Silly in the way that makes everybody laugh. Not silly in the way that goes, oh my god, look at his butt. Oh my god, he farted. You know, that shit needs to stop. You know? It's understandable for a TV movie, but for a big screen production, you better not be doing that shit. And now I've said that, I guarantee you they are. But anyways, for all of you people who have arrived to have a little listen, let me know down below what you want out of this movie. Do you want it to be a cheesy Alvin and the Chipmunks type movie, or do you want it to be a serious movie, or do you want it to have a sort of like a well-balanced mix of humor and seriousness, or, you know, what do you want? You let me know what you want, and we'll all get disappointed when the movie comes out. Yay! Oh well, Crash Team Racing and Team Sonic Racing are coming out soon, so I guess there's that. Anyways, Pasky, out.